Hi, happy Wednesday. I wanted to share a nugget with you that's been useful for myself and for a lot of my clients, and I feel like it's going to really help you today. And that nugget is that sometimes healing hurts more than the wound. Ouch. So sometimes healing hurts more than the wound. And why do I say that? Well, you may have heard the analogy that a lot of healers or therapists use that healing is like an onion. And when you have that onion, right? Oh, hi, Justine. So healing is like an onion. And right, there's a situation happens, perhaps, your partner says something to you that triggers an emotional reaction, right? There's something that happens on the surface, and then it starts to trigger deeper layers. And then we start going deeper and deeper into the healing process to find all of the ways that we blocked ourselves from the light. My boyfriend and I were joking, it's kind of like we started a garden. It's also another analogy. It's like project after project after project. So with the healing process, it kind of works in the same way. What happens on the surface isn't always necessarily what's going on inside of yourself, right? It's like something happens, but then that causes you to feel a certain way, or that reminds you of a certain event, right? And that starts to get to that deep core of the ways that you've blocked yourself from the light. So you may have noticed 2020 is one of those years where we're all in a healing process together. We're all being forced to feel our feelings and go through a deep healing process. So I want to remind you, because a lot of you have reached out to me this week, that just because you're feeling lonely or just because you're feeling certain emotions or certain pain, it doesn't necessarily mean that something is wrong. It could just mean you're in a deep healing process and you've gone from the surface layer to another layer, right? Because that's how healing works. But the good news is, once you start to work through those layers and you see that core issue of how you've blocked yourself from the light, you can break free, and you don't have to have the same issues trigger you anymore, and you get to be more yourself, and you get to be more free, and you're not constantly in a reactive mode, which is truly a blessing for anyone who's ever experienced it. So I want to remind you, oh, hi, Jonathan. I haven't talked to you in forever. How are you? I hope you're well. So I want to remind you that I offer a free consultation, or we could just catch up. Jonathan, message me. Let's catch up. So that's available to you too. If you want to talk about some of these layers or some of the emotions that you're having, right? We can have this back and forth and figure out what's really going on and where you're stuck, and help you to break free. So thanks for watching, Justine. Thanks for watching, Jonathan. And I hope this was helpful to you today. And just because sometimes healing hurts more than the wound, it doesn't mean that you can't break free and have more light in your life. So I'll talk to you soon.